What if I told you that you can literally get cash back from the sun? And this is not some sci-fi thing, okay? I'm really doing it right now in Malaysia. And every month, I'm just saving some real money just by using this sunlight here. Sounds a bit crazy, right? But let me show you exactly how it works and how you can do it as well. Now, you have probably seen this around. Yep, those are solar panels. But how do they actually help me save money? Well, simple. They are sitting on my roof right now, catching some sunlight and turning it into electricity for my house. And if you still don't get what it means, well, it simply means I'm paying less for electricity, and this means savings of money. And this is really convenient right now with TNB's evolving energy ecosystem. You can contribute by becoming your own mini power station. And because we are in Malaysia, we are perfect for this because we got the hot sun every day. So from now on, the sun is not just for warmth for you, but also means saving money for you as well. Actually, ever since I installed solar, my monthly bill has dropped by about 100 ringgit every month. No joke, alright? Don't believe me? Come, I'll show you. Nah. Here, I saved 154 ringgit already. You see, last time I used to pay more, but now every month it's kind of like I'm getting a little bit of cashback or ang pao from the sun every month. And I'm not the only one who actually does this, you know. Actually, in fact, my friend Frankie is saving even more money. Let's hear it from him.
Hey, Frankie, why do you decide to install solar panels at your home?
Now, two reasons why I do that. Number one is to knock off my electricity bill. Number two is that with solar panel on top of my roof, right, it becomes a layer that protects the house from the heat. So the house becomes less warm.
Oh, okay. But like, how much can you save though, actually?
The capacity that I install in my house can save me 250 ringgit a month. So if you think about it, 1 year I can save more than 2,000 over ringgit.
Wow. Oh, a lot actually.
Not bad at all.
Not bad.
Thank you, Frankie. Now, you see, the numbers speaks for themselves. When you install solar, it will help you to save some money. But how does this work leh? Well, there's this thing called the Net Energy Metering System, NEM. And this is how it works. When the sun shines on the panels will produce electricity, and the electricity will be used by your home. But sometimes it produces too much electricity, right? Because there could be a reason that you're not at home during that time, or maybe the sun is just too bright. Well, thank you, Malaysia. So, what does this extra electricity do leh? This extra electricity will get sent back to the grid. Yes, it will be sent to TNB. And when TNB receives this in the grid, it will be distributed across the grid to be used by other homeowners as well. Now, what happened in fact is you're kind of selling back the electricity to TNB itself. And at the end of the month, TNB will give you a discount of your electricity bill. So it's like you give the power back to TNB, so you get rewarded for it lah. So in short, the NEM program makes all this possible because TNB really try to work on this thing so that they upgrade their grid, right? They can receive energy from home like yours and mine and redistribute it. So even when your panels don't generate electricity at night or during rain time or cloudy time, you will still get reliable power because the grid itself is stable. In fact, our government has been trying to promote more Malaysians using green energy, and one of the ways is by installing residential solar system. So they've worked very closely with TNB to actually come out with this whole system to support it. Over the years, they've invested in making sure that our home can produce and use solar energy safely and efficiently. So today when you install solar panel at your home and you're generating your own electricity, but it taps into the backbone behind it all, which is the TNB grid system. Ultimately, TNB's role is to empower Malaysians to make better energy choices, giving us option to choose where we can get our energy from. Okay, now that we know how NEM works, it's time to talk about money. How much does it cost to invest in a residential solar system? Well, compared to last time, today is much more affordable. You have many options. There is those that you can pay upfront to own it. There's also those that you can lease the solar panel. And in fact, if you want, you can also choose financing plan, where what happened is that many banks today are giving out 0% installment plan for home residential residential solar system. For the ones that I have at home, it's roughly about 20,000 ringgit, and we can get a 0% installment plan. Sometimes this monthly payment could be even less than our old DNB bill. So if you can afford it, it's actually a pretty good investment, because after paying off the solar panel becomes yours, and from then on, it's a long-term saving and also more sustainable energy, because you're making energy for your own home. In other words, you pay for a few years, then you save a lot of money forever. Anyway, if you want to calculate whether the solar panel is worth it or not for your house, I kind of did a full video on this the last round. You can check it out here or here, yeah, somewhere in the link above here. You see, at the end of the day, we Malaysians are blessed with sunlight all year round. And instead of just letting it give us freckles and sunburn, maybe it's time that we take advantage of the sun and make some money out of it by getting cash back from the sun, right? But jokes aside, honestly, I think it's a great choice, because it's not just about saving money, but it's also part of building a greener future, right? In Malaysia, we have great sun, so we have this option. And number two, it's for sustainability purposes. At the end of the day, when you can generate your own electricity, you become kind of less dependent on the grid as well. And lastly, financially, like I say, you pay for a few years, but in future, you have long-term saving. Ultimately, solar is not just about a technology, it's also a choice. It's about taking control of your energy, lowering your bill, and help you build a cleaner Malaysia. And since TNB has already made all this available by making sure that the system can support us to do that, well, we can kind of confidently choose to use solar. So for those of you who have been thinking about installing solar panels for your home, I will highly suggest you to go and check it out, explore your options.